Hi, it's me again. A while back I made some coasters or hot plate with a process called tessellation and had quite a bit of interest in it, so I thought I'd show people how I did it. And nowhere in Corel Draw can I find a good triangle, an equilateral triangle. Um, there's probably a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out. So I make my own. I take the straight line pointer, 2-point line, hold down the control button. You draw a straight line that's, not at an angle. It's perpendicular. And then we're going to make that line, let's say 7 inches. Put it in the center of the page just for preference. Zoom in a little bit. And now we're going to make a copy of that line. So Control D, make a duplicate. Take the rotation node, rotate it 60 degrees. Make another duplicate of it, so Control D. Move your rotation node to there. This side, half of the other side of 60 degrees off 360 is 300. So now you got a triangle. We're going to make a copy of this. So we made a duplicate. We're going to take our shape tool and we're going to make a real simple one. We're going to add a node, then we're going to take one of these nodes and do this. So we've got this shape. I'm going to take away this line. Now I'm going to make a duplicate of this line. Control D. I want to move our rotation from there up to there. And I'm going to rotate it 60 degrees, but I've already got 60, so I need to go 120. Now I want to take away this line. And you're pretty much done. You could be done with that. And so what we're going to do, just to show you you're done with that, I'll tell you what, we'll make a complete copy of this so we can go back to it. We're going to take this, group it together, Control D for duplicate, move our rotation to this point, see if it did it. No, a little bit off. I'm going to have to zoom in. We want it right on the node. Now we're going to rotate that 60 degrees. Another duplicate, 120 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. So now you've got 5 pieces that will fit inside each other, and the lines are actually on top of themselves. It's so precise. So if I was going to make a coaster out of that, being a woodworker, I'd want a coaster that's round. So I'm going to draw a round object, put it in the center, and there's our, this isn't in the center. Tell you what, delete our circle, group this together, put it in the center. Now we've got like we're not going to have that big an object. Let's reduce it, put it in the center. Got like a 7-inch circle, take our circle, put it in the center. So there's your coaster. And if you use one color of wood for the outside and different colors of wood for the inside, it'd be hard to get orange wood, but you can. Then you would glue all that together. But to make this into a coaster, you'd want to make a complete duplicate of that. Drag it over the side. Now I want to take away these center lines. And I can't remember if I've got them grouped or not. I've got them grouped. So I'm going to ungroup them. And now all I have to do is just select them. And keep in mind that there are double lines there. So when you delete them, you're going to have to delete them twice because the lines are actually on top of themselves. So if you're going to make a coaster, you would take that and cut that out on the laser. Cut the circle, cut the 6-sided shape out, And so basically all you've got left is that object. Then all you need is just one of these shapes. Ungroup this and just get one of these. I'm picking up the circle. Just get one of these shapes. Group them together. And now those pieces are going to fit back into the scenario. And if each one of them is a different colored wood, it looks pretty cool. Now, going back to what we said, so that's finished product. You'd have 2 layers. So what I would do is cut this out, take this shape away, or just cut your circle out, so you have 2. So this would be your back. This would be your next top layer. Then these pieces would actually fit inside themselves. Now, with what I said earlier about this is basically the basic shape, to make this look better, you could take this, and I think I've got a double line there. Yes, I do. In Corel X6, go into the shape tool, and you've got the swirl tool. And if you're not going to make these pieces fit back inside themselves on the outside, doesn't really matter where you put this. But you could swirl that, make our swirl a little bit bigger, go the opposite direction this time. And those aren't very nice swirls. I'm not very happy with them. So what you would do is maybe make it 1 inch. Take your swirl, swirl that, go the opposite direction, swirl that, go back to your pick tool. Now group this together. Move it down a little bit. Make a duplicate of it. Double click on it. Put your on the node. Go 60 degrees. Duplicate. Now that's a pretty interesting shape. So if you went back and did that the other circle and take these out, you'd have a pretty neat looking coaster. And only your imagination. You can actually swirl the sidelines, but you just have to swirl them and then copy them over, and they'll actually fit together. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.